Hello, YouTube. Tonight, I'm going to talk about love magic. There's so many people that hit me up for work in regards to love magic. I gotta break down love magic, how it works, because it's something that a lot of people talk about. They try and they talk about, oh, it doesn't work. Let me explain this. Let me explain like this. Matter of fact, before I even go into explaining it, I just want to throw this out there. For those people that have a sense of, well, not sense, but let's just play this. You have to decipher whether love magic is for you, or not. Because there's people with Western views of morality. What is right or wrong. So in people with Christian backgrounds. So you got to really decipher what's for you. Because love magic, to be honest, is basically going against somebody's will. Most of the time, it's going against somebody's will and forcing them to love you or have lust for you, or for you to gain whatever you want from them, be it whether it's love or sex, whatever. Basically, you're going against their will. Now, if that is a problem with you, then love magic is something that you should not even try. Like, that's something that you shouldn't even open your eyes to. Even you should just basically stop watching this video and go somewhere else. Because love magic is basically going against somebody's will. Basically, most of the time, if you don't have the person's permission, you're going against their will. And most of the time, the way love magic is done, you're going against the person's will. Okay, now let me explain this about love magic. In love magic, you have things that entice. Well, you have things that entice the person's emotions. You have gemstones, you have crystals. Gemstones. I mean, same thing. Gemstones, crystals. But you have oils, you have candles, you have incense. These things can be used to entice or bring out different emotions in people. Basically on the gemstone note, or rags, anointed rags or something like anointed mojo bags. There's things from jars of honey. There's things of, but anyway, let me just explain like this. When it comes to doing love magic is a science where you have to have game. What I mean by game, you have to have the verbal skills of seduction. Matter of fact, I might as well recommend this. You should get, all my people that's viewing this video, you should get the book called The Art of Seduction. I know there's one called The Art. Matter of fact, what was it? The 48 laws of power, if I'm correct. That by Robert Greene. But he also made the I think it was like The Art of Seduction whatsoever. Yes, that book is a must, because it goes into details about certain things whatsoever, about how to seduce whatsoever, because you definitely need game when you're doing love magic. The thing is, love magic does not work like, oh, what I'm saying, boom, I did this and this person just falls in love with me. Now, mind you, if you have a love rag on you, or a rag that's anointed, whatever oil, whatever it is, that can cause like emotional, like, okay, a sense of attraction while you're in the person's presence. But from a distance, meaning the person's at their house, you definitely have to have something long range for that. But before that can even happen, you definitely have to have game. When I say game, you have to be able to know how to talk to a female. You have to be able to talk to her, find a way to get in, or whether it's a guy, you have to be able to talk your way in. Basically talk your way in, with a nice conversation. Hello, how are you? This and that. Never, ever, if you're basically trying to get a female, you never, ever want to make it appear that you are interested. The thing about magic is that you want the magic to work. You don't want the magic. You don't want to put everything into the magic, because the magic is natural. It works through the natural or the physical world to manifest. So the thing is, if you don't have the conversation, You know, you're definitely not going to basically, you're not going to allow the magic to work because the female can get turned off. Though she's interested, she may lose her focus by the things that you're saying. So definitely with magic, you have to be able to balance it with conversation. Now, when that's just the onset of seduction. When you first meet the person, that's the first thing you want to do. You want to be able to be neutral. You want to be able to talk as though you're having a friendly conversation. But while you have your mojo on you, whether it's your gemstone, whatever, you want to stay in that manner of being neutral, where you're talking to the person casually as a friend. You know, therefore everything has to be as a friend because you're seducing the person. As time goes on, you begin to work on the person. Now what happens is that they slowly but surely begin to develop feelings from you. Artificial feelings that they can't distinguish whether it's theirs or not. So, this is the first phase of love magic. Now I'm going to move a little further into breakup situations, basically calling back someone or bringing someone back into your life that you broke up with. Okay, or broke up with you. Most of the cases, most of the cases, the person breaks up with us, and we basically want them back. Let me explain something. Situations that occur, breakups that occur, like recent breakups, like let's just say this. I give a person a window, like mainly customers that I deal with. I give them window time periods, about whether something can basically be worked on to bring the person back, or whether it's a lost cause whatsoever. Because there is such thing as lost causes, where I wouldn't even take on certain jobs itself because it'll be a waste of money, Basically, this is a situation where the person goes far away. It's been like X amount of years since you spoke to the person, I'm like this. Situations like that, you best leave them alone. Whether it's like 2 years, let's just say 2 years, you haven't spoken to the person in 1 year, 2 year, and you don't have no contact with them, leave the situation alone, and don't even pay your money out to basically root workers, or Santeria practitioners, voodoo, whatever, don't pay your money out because you'll be wasting your money. After a year, you're wasting your time because the amount of work that it takes to see the person or meet up with the person or catch the person again. I had a situation like that where it took me at least probably 6 years to see the job manifest. So think about it. How much money would you be spending for 6 years to basically see a person? It's not worth it, It's not worth it. So, on the same token, so getting back to what I was saying, a breakup that happens 2 weeks ago, all right, you're still in the ball, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, you're still in the ball game. Still in the ball game, still, even with a month, you're still in the ball game. But when you start going down the line, the farther you're apart, the harder it is to bring the person back. The shorter time period you're apart, the easier it is to bring the person back. So basically, the thing about bringing people back, you have to do a lot of evocations. A lot. You can't be lazy. A lot of people look for, a lot of customers that come to me look for overnight fix. And it's not happening that way. You have to put a lot of work in to see the results. Basically, when you're doing love magic to bring the person back, you have to pay attention to the signs. You have to pay attention to the omens. Things like, the signs and omens. You get the signs from things, and like you walking down the street, you see a sign of hearts, talking about I miss you. So you walk into the supermarket, you hear songs talking about, love songs, talking about I think about you all the time. These are things relating to the work that you've done. So the thing is, when you're working, you get these hints of how your work is manifesting, But as far as love magic goes, I'm going to conclude this video. This is just a brief summary about how it goes, But anyhow, if y'all guys got any questions, if you're interested in my services, you can definitely leave me a message whatsoever. Inbox me whatsoever. And those of you that are on the Sergeant page, basically my golf page whatsoever, y'all can hit me up there. The Sergeant itself, message me. I know my page, I mainly talk on golf topics, but it's, okay to message me there as well. With that, I conclude, and I am out. Leave your comments and subscribe.